So the movie starts by showing a plane. In this cargo plane, there were a lot of poisonous chemicals that had to be used in army experiments, but now it is out of control and it is speedily falling towards the ground. The place where it was going to crash is called Raccoon Valley, where Michael and his wife Terry are shown. Michael was going to leave the city for 2 days, and before leaving, he tells Terry to take special care of her. Because Terry is not like us, she needs special care, because she can neither speak nor hear. Michael has not left her alone till now, but today he was helpless. Michael told her, "If you want, you can go to my mom's house." Anyway, dropping Michael here, she comes to her house. Getting fresh, she starts leaving for mom's house. Only then we can see the same crashing plane over her house, about which Terry did not know anything. Even while driving, the radio was broadcasting an alert of this plane crash, and Terry could not hear it either. Because of this plane crash, the chemicals that were in this plane were spreading in the air. As Terry reaches mom's house, we see black clouds have covered the sky, or there is smoke of chemicals in the sky that Terry did not even notice. Here mom gives her food to eat, and she serves her milk with food, while mom drinks water with food. She is also unaware of the fact that all the chemicals that have spread here are infecting the water. After eating food, Terry returned home. When she was doing housework, a society alert issued there. This was a message from the government, in which it was being told that, because of this chemical plant blast, infection had started to spread in Raccoon Valley. What were the symptoms of this infection are also told, and it is said that those who have symptoms of infection should stay at home, quarantine yourself. And those who are still safe should reach a school in Raccoon where everyone will be rescued. For those who had caught infection, it was just said for them that they should stay apart, whether they will get treatment or not. There was no guarantee because there was no treatment. All healthy people will be taken out of this city by army, but what will happen to Terry, who does not know about anything? After turning off the light, Terry was going to sleep. Then she notices that her neighbors were leaving while driving their cars very fast, but she took these actions normal. At the front, a man was standing under the light mysteriously. Terry was a little worried to see him, but she activated the security alert of his house, which was connected to her mobile phone, and then she fell asleep. Someone's messages were also coming to her mobile phone, which she did not check. Waking up in the morning, she got busy in her work, and when she came out to cut grass, she saw that her neighbor's car doors were opened. Anyone could have stolen their car. Terry went and closed the door of the car and rang the doorbell, but there was no response from inside. Terry was not able to feel this thing that the city is unusually quiet today. Now, when there was no response from the neighbor, she parked the car in their parking lot. When she was going back home, she saw a cat on the way, which she picked up and brought her home. She observes, coming to home, she had received many messages from her husband Michael, but when she started to reply, the messages did not deliver because all the signals of this area were cut off. But Terry thought that all this would be temporary. After that, she made a poster of that cat she had brought home and started to stick it all over the city, so that whoever is the owner of this cat may take it from Terry, coming to her. At this time, Terry did not see any car, no human on the road, but Terry did not pay attention on these things. When she came home, Terry started bathing and suddenly the water ran out. She did not take much tension. She brushed her teeth with leftover water and lay down to sleep. Until now, she did not know that there is an infection in the water. Now she was laying down to sleep when the security alarm of her mobile phone rang all of a sudden. She came to know that someone had come to her garage. She ran there and saw that her garage was open, which she herself had locked. But the lock of this garage was not broken, it was only opened. She wanted to call the police, but there were no signals. She turned back to the house. She saw that the door of the house was now open, which she had closed. Whoever he was, he had entered her house. Moving inside, she quickly took out her gun. Now the light was also gone. She reset her security alarm and was going to sleep in the room when the security alert appeared on her phone again. This time, the alert message was from the basement. She quickly went to check the basement, holding a torchlight. And there she saw a strange human. He did not look like a normal person. His face was distorted. He was an infected person about whom Terry did not know. That infected person was moving towards Terry. Terry was scared and killed him, firing her gun on his head. Now she understood that a lot of things around her are happening abnormal. She decided to go to Mother's home in fear, but when she went to Mother's house, she saw that her house was completely open. She felt very strange. When she went inside, she searched for Mother everywhere, but she did not find her. When she came out and saw her in the porch, Mother was in the car, and she was dead. It was seen that Mother took her own life because she was infected. Here we learn one more thing about these infected people, that these people are becoming creatures, like zombies, by being infected. But despite being infected, their brains are working like normal humans. The way zombies are shown in the previous movies, in this movie, the zombies do not act frantically. Terry, who was very scared, decided to go to Michael, but exit roads were blocked. This entire Raccoon Valley was sealed by the government. In helplessness, Terry came back to her house. As she came home, she first sealed her house's windows and doors, and she spent the whole night waiting for mobile signals, and she would call for help. As the morning arrives, she decided that she would find out what is happening here. She could come to know through TV broadcasting. The electricity connection was cut off. There was a generator in her house that she turned on. As soon as she turned on the generator, she turned on the TV, and he knew everything from news. That there was a breakdown of services in Raccoon Valley. Chemicals were blasted here due to plane crash, which spread infection in the city, and a kind of the zombie outbreak had started. This place was quarantined. This infection was spreading from the infected people and the water, but most of the people of Raccoon Valley used underground water, which was safe. Now Terry understood why she was not infected, because her house was old, and she was using underground water. Now Terry takes a binocular to see the situation of the city and comes on the roof. She does not catch the sight of any human, seeing far. Only a few infected people are seen. She also sees a drone through which government was recording the news of Raccoon Valley. When she got down, she saw her neighbor who had completely turned into a zombie. But as soon as she saw Terry, she did not attack her, which clearly proves that she is still in her senses. Terry came down and turned on the TV again, and she got breaking news about Raccoon Valley. All the main roads were sealed, but there was still an old road, about which ordinary people did not know, and it was open. Terry could also come this way. She understood that she can get out through this road. So without delay, she starts preparing to leave from here. She takes some important things. She gives the food to that cat which was at her home. And she opens a window for it, that if it wants to go from here, it should go. Now she had come a long way on the old road. She was about to leave this city, but unfortunately her car's fuel ran out. If she had gone back, she would have got stuck, so she decided to walk. She reached a farmhouse. Seeing it, she breathed a sigh of relief. This farmhouse was open like the previous houses. She did not see anyone inside, so she went down to the storage area, where she saw the infected owner of this place. He was about to come to her, but Terry shot him with the gun she had, to save her life, and killed him. And then she came to her car with the fuel can, which was placed there. She thought it was petrol, but when she started filling the car with it, she found out that it is diesel. All her hopes were shattered. This time she had a very bad shock. She had brought this fuel from a long distance. Now her car could not run, so she decided that she would go back to her house. After hours of travel, she reached home and saw that The one she was hoping would leave from here, it was also sitting there. Today, like the first day, a hard day had come on her. She started remembering her childhood. This life had never been good for her. She was not like this from the beginning. She used to speak and listen, but then in a car accident, she lost her family. She received the worst shock of her life. As a result, she lost her hearing. She could speak, but after this shock, she stopped speaking. Now she was sitting in front of the piano, and her family's voices and old memories were passing through her mind. She was sad that she got a security alert again from the TV launch. She thought that this must be an infected person. She took her gun and went there. She saw that many soldiers arrived there, and they were going to every house and killing the infected people. But Terry was not infected, so she is rescued. Seeing them, she breathes a sigh of relief. Officers ask her a lot of things, but when she does not respond, they also understand that Terry cannot speak. So they communicate with her, writing on the paper. And Terry is finally rescued, and this movie ends here showing this.